In this video, I'm going to tell you guys a story of how I almost killed somebody on New Year's Eve. Way back in the day, back in like 2012, 2013, when I used to go to bars a lot more than I do today. I really don't go to bars today, but back in then, I was 22, 23, we partied a lot more. Well, it was New Year's Eve, and we were downtown Detroit at a bar called Old Lately. And it was a group of friends, we were partying, doing our thing, whatever. Back in those times, we would go to the bar and dance, party, whatever, what have you. Well, anyway, downtown Detroit, and one of my friends is dancing on the dance floor, and some way or another he gets knocked in his face or punched in his face, headbutted. I can't remember exactly how, but somehow he gets hit in the face, knocked down, and left really defenseless. It wasn't a bigger guy. Guy was kind of thin. He wasn't an aggressive guy at all, and it was kind of one of those things where how could somebody hit him like that, where he doesn't even seem like the kind of guy that could take that kind of a that kind of hit. He was a smaller guy. Well, another one of my friends saw it all go down, and he was the kind of guy, the guy who saw everything happen, was the kind of guy that was always kind of more like a hype man. He never really done anything, but he's always got a story, or he's always coming like, "Hey guys, help me! Oh, someone took my seat at the bar. I need help," or something like that. But he never really was willing to get physical or anything like that. So anyway, being that he saw this all go down, he was pretty much there and couldn't even say anything, do anything, whatever. That was kind of like a little bit of that kind of got me going a little bit more, because it was a guy where it's like, look, this happens all the time, and I felt like I had to do something just because he's the guy that's always there. He never does anything, but he always comes in great to get everybody else, or to get someone else involved when he was there in the moment and could have done something about it. Well, anyway, he comes and tells me and a couple other people, "Hey, our buddy just got hit, and the guy ran, and it was all messed up and all this stuff." And I'm like, "Well, what happened? Where were you?" He's like, "I was there, but then he ran and all this." And I'm like, "All right, look, I'm going to show you how it's done. All right." He goes, "Well, all right, let's go. I mean, here we go." So we're running, we go outside. Apparently the guy went outside. So we go outside of the bar, downtown Detroit, Old Lately, and the guy points him out. My buddy points him out. He goes, "There he is, right there." I go, "That's him there?" So I walk up to the guy, and I grab him on the shoulder, turn him around. He looks at me, and I cock back and just, boom! Hit him clean in the face. I hit him so hard that he passed out. Cold in the street, laid out. He was at a stoplight, but he laid out flat, out cold, in the street, in the snow, right in front of a moving car. He almost got ran over, and if he would have gotten run over and killed, I would have had to do some serious jail time. I probably would just be getting out of jail from something like that. If that would have resulted in that guy losing his life, I would have had to pay. Most likely I would have had to pay a pretty big. It's not likely that I would have been able to get away from that, and most likely I would have done a significant amount of jail time if that guy would have been killed. But that just goes to show that partying, going to the bar, yeah, I know it's New Year's, but it's just not that big a deal. It's not worth it going out and drinking. Even if you're not going to drink and drive, you're going to get on the road, and that there's going to be a lot of drinking and driving. This year for New Year's, I'm staying home with the family. I don't care. I'm not going nowhere. There's nowhere to go. It's just another day, and things get crazy. There's always a disproportionate amount of deaths on New Year's, on Thanksgiving, when everyone's going to the bars and things like that, but particularly New Year's, when everybody just wants to party and drink, and there's definitely going to be drinking and driving. There's people that maybe even hit me up now to do something on New Year's, but at the end of the day, New Year's Eve, New Year's, I'm just gonna stay home, stay indoors, relax. I know it's a big holiday, but you know what? It's just not something that I really need to be celebrating. I'll celebrate at home, real small, nothing crazy. But I knocked that guy out. I hit that guy so hard that his face was like jacked up. And it was crazy because it happened outside of the bar, and we would have gotten thrown out of the bar, and the security did not want to let me back in after I wrecked that guy right in front of security. I hit this guy so hard that he didn't know what happened. He didn't remember what happened. They told me I couldn't come back in the bar. So I picked him up off of the ground. I cleaned the dirt off of him. I literally swept the dirt off of his shirt. And I put my arm around this guy. And I told the bartenders that we were just friends and that we were just playing. And the guy was hit so hard that he didn't know what happened. He didn't know what happened to him. He's just standing there like, oh, what? We go into the bar. And we continue to party. My brother was there. And he was like, oh my God, are you okay? Oh, are you okay? He's like making a big scene. And I'm like, stop making a scene. He realizes what happens. Finally, the guy who got hit realizes what happens to him. And he just like looked around kind of. Then he just left. He just went home once he figured out what happened. But his teeth literally got knocked through his face. My hand was like swollen for like 2 weeks. Thank God I didn't have to go back to work the next day because I couldn't work with that hand. But man, it just goes to show like that kind of stuff is crazy. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of what happened, what I did. But I don't want to be in that situation again. I was 100% in the wrong when this all went down. But now it's like you never know what's gonna happen in those kind of places, bars, clubs. When you're young, you just feel like you have to do it, but you don't have to do it. If I can go back in time and get those years back, my early 20s, that I thought that I had to party every Saturday night or every Friday night, I wish I can go back and get those years back and do something more constructive with the energy that I had, because energy is so priceless. Nowadays, I'm finding that as I reach 30 years old, energy is the most undervalued asset that we have. As it starts to run short, you can't stay up as long as you used to. You can't move as good as you used to. It really, comes into reality when you see like the idea that just because you're young, you're supposed to party and drink. You're really wasting the best years of your life. I'm not saying that you shouldn't drink ever again, but the overindulging in alcohol and the staying up partying and the nightclub scene, I don't know if it's still the same or what, because I haven't been out in years. But man, if I can do anything over, I would not party like I used to. But anyway, that's it for the video. Comment below, tell me what you think about this story. Hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day, and see you guys later.